Hey everyone, it's Justin. Thank you for watching and or listening to the podcast, and welcome to my house. It is time for another ServiceNow Store highlights episode. That's SSH version 2025-0512. It's our first episode since April 29th and our first episode since Knowledge last week. I should have had an episode out last week, but there were, if I had done the numbers last week, there were 62 updates, well actually 62 new applications, and that was it. Just new applications, so I rolled all that into this episode. So we're looking at 126 new or updated applications. That includes 2 compatibility updates, 11 fixes, 11 ghost or removed applications, 3 highlights, 12 minor updates, 80 new releases, which we'll just talk through because that's a lot, and unfortunately 7 release notes fails. So let's jump right into the episode. Check out those compatibility updates. The first 2, or the only 2, Box Intelligent Content Management Integration and Kenna Security Extension for Container Vulnerability Response, or VR, were the 2 compatibility updates to Yokohama for those 2. There were 11 fixes: Avanair RFP Flow Supplier Portal, CG4 Asset Tracking, Citrix IT Service Management Connector, Guided Decisions Guidance, and Guided Decisions Experience, My Forms, Password Reset Windows Application, Qualys Core, Recommended Actions, and a component from ServiceNow called SN Component Guidance Experience. All had some fixes for those applications, and there were 11 ghost or removed applications. I'm not going to click through them all on the episode. I just curated this yesterday and today, so I'm pretty certain that they're all accurate. So that list of removed applications is App, these are all from ServiceNow, by the way: App Skytail, Cloudify Spoke, Engage, Healthcare Computerized Maintenance Management System, Personalized Answers Time Off, Recommendation Framework, Recommendations for Incident Management, Service Operations Workspace for PMI, another component, SN App Par Components Export Modal, Tax Payment, and TSI Detect. And just so you can see what a ghost application looks like, when you click on one, it just says the app you're looking for has not been found, and so they are now ghosts or removed applications. There were 12 minor updates. We have AppView X, BlackBerry AtHoc, Bocata Resolve, Chronicle ITSM, CrowdStrike Falcon Exposure Management for Vulnerability Response, Forescout App for Asset Management, Forescout App for IT Incidents, Forescout App for SOC Incidents, GRC LexisNexis Integration, Guardian, Potential Automation Services, and TextAdjust Neurodiversity Tool all had minor updates. The next category is going to be, unfortunately, our release notes fails. A release note fail, if you haven't seen an episode before, is that there are no release notes, repeated release notes, or otherwise I'm not able to tell you what's new or updated about the application, but it has been versioned. The version number has increased. Those this week are AWS Sitewise for OT Health, Catalog IQ, Certify, Security Incident Response Integration with Microsoft Security Copilot, Service Channel Facilities Management, TalkDesk, and Vitals were the release notes fails. Now, let's get to the enormous amount of these new releases. I am not going to click through and do my usual routine because that would be a really long episode, but let's talk through what was new, and I'll add at the end what I'm actually looking forward to playing around with in this set of new applications. So let's go down the list. Agentic AI CMDB CI Mapping Assist, Agentic AI Tech Assist, AI Case Management, AI Control Tower, AI Risk and Compliance Content, AI Risk and Compliance Management, AI Security and Privacy, App Certification Optimizer, Arlo for Automated Pull Requests, Arlo for CI deduplication, Arlo for Risk and Mitigation, Arlo for Update Sets, Automate Pro Plus, and Brightfin Sync. We also had CrowdStrike Falcon Cloud Security for Container Vulnerability Response, ControlWorks Solution or Control Lock Module, AI Pro, Customer Lifecycle Management Self-Service, E2E Business Ops, Education Core, and Enterprise AI Productivity Value. Headed over to page 2, ERP Content Pack for Enterprise Data Foundation, ERP Content Pack for Quote to Cash, External Content Connectors Application Suite, EY Fraud Operations, EY Reimagining Disputes, Finance Case Management, Finance Operations Workspace, Gisual Power Outage Intel, GlideFast HRSD Fast Track, GoTest Pro, Grants Management Playbook, Health and Safety Incident Management, ICW Mobile, INRI IntelliHire AI, INRI Total Experience Framework, Instance Audit, Island Enterprise Browser Approval Adapter, Localization Workspace, Manufacturing Sales Promotion Claim Management, and Meeting Cab were the second page. Let's head over to page 3 of the new releases. N7 Resolve with AI Agent, Now Assist AI Helper Galileo Inside, Now Assist for App Engine, Now Assist for Collaborative Work Management, Now Assist for Employee Experience, Now Assist for Sales and Order Management, Now Assist for Vulnerability Response, Enriched D, Oracle Access Governance User Management, Order Case Playbook, Order Case Self-Service, Partner Relationship Management, Patch Management Data Model, Qualys Policy Compliance, Resume, Runbook App, Sales Forecasting, Sales Quota Application, Sales Quota Data Model, and Security Incident Response Integration with SpectreOps Bloodhound. That was page 3, and now we're in the final stretch. Page 4 of the new applications, Security Incident Response Process Mining Content Pack, Service Applicant Program Management, Service Bridge for Public Sector Digital Services, Service Graph Detector for XM Cyber, ServiceNow Lens, ServiceNow Studio for App Engine, Silo Breaker ITSM Integration, Smart HR Case Master, Smart OT Support Optimizer, SNIA Summary Card, looks like a component from ServiceNow, Soul Machines AI Agents Connector, that sounds interesting, Spend and Savings Management, Talent Feedback, Tanium AEM Agent, Threat Intelligence Security Center integration with Microsoft Defender for Endpoint, Vitals, VulnCheck for SBOM Response, Vulnerability Response Integration Framework, X-Type Preflight AI Agent, and Zeb Credit Cap. Now I promised to show you the ones that I am actually interested in, so let's head back to page 2. Down to the bottom, we have an app called Meeting Cab. I've been wondering when the Cab Workbench was going to be sunset and replaced, and it looks like this is the first step towards that. Meeting Cab is the Change Advisory Board Cab for Service Operations Workspace. I'm going to do something we haven't done in a while just because I haven't had the time. And actually, I can't click on the screenshots. I didn't know that. So I can show the screenshots, but I can't click on them. Let's take a look at the key features here, though. Cab Workspace for SOW, or Service Operations Workspace, allows pre-cab and real-time cab collaboration and visibility. Approve changes directly from Cab Workspace, create and maintain cab definitions from the Service Operations Workspace, and review, set the agenda, and schedule upcoming cab meetings. So, Allison, I know you're a fan of cab. Check out this new experience as well as everybody else. The second new application that I found interesting was on our 3rd page, maybe not. Let's go 4th page. This one, ServiceNow Lens. I had a sense of kind of by the naming what this was, but I still found it pretty interesting. Taking AI to content, unlock efficiency like never before is the tagline, and the key features. Capture data, get actionable insights from visual data such as images, handwritten notes and forms, emails, websites, and applications. Act on visual data, provide instructions to Now Assist on what to do with the captured data. For example, convert the extracted data into the JSON format. Launch from ServiceNow Forms. You can launch ServiceNow Lens from a form to fill the extracted data automatically into the form fields. And use as a standalone application. Use ServiceNow Lens as a standalone app for previewing extracted data. You must connect to a ServiceNow instance before you start using Lens. Now, unfortunately, I don't think this is going to be available on PDIs because it's tied into Now Assist, but I still found it one of the more intriguing use cases for AI in the platform, and those are my 2 of the 80 new releases that I thought were interesting. So I just clicked the wrong button. Let's go back to my groupings of these, and we'll reset the grouping. The last part to cover here are the highlights for the episode. We have 3 of them. First up is going to be Avanair RFP Flow. Let's take a look at those release notes here. Real-time internal collaboration with Team Chat. Seamless collaboration within the team while drafting the RFX, and after it's published using the new Team Chat feature, you can post new messages and view past conversations, tag stakeholders to notify them via email, sort messages by newest or oldest, filter messages by a date range, search chats by users, keywords or phrases, and attach a file. Under section level scoring, evaluate supplier responses at the section or question level based on the scoring configuration defined for each RFX. Scoring multiple suppliers, easily compare and score multiple suppliers in a side-by-side layout for faster, more informed decisions. Export responses from selected or all suppliers into an Excel file to streamline offline review and analysis, and various user experience improvements for a more intuitive and efficient user experience across the platform. And that's what's new from the team at Avanair. Our second highlight of the episode is Health 360. It was updated to version number 12.4.1, and in this version, they have a dedicated page for analyzing findings as a team, creating and allocating remediation work packages, a dedicated page for managing and reviewing remediation work packages progress. Findings are now populated with a remediation level allowing users to filter results based on their difficulty/simplicity to fix, and 40 new checks to validate an instance for Gen AI capabilities. And that is what's new from the team at Advanius Verge AB. I hope I said that name right. Our last highlight for the episode will be Riverbed Eternity Incident Integration. It was updated to version 3.2.0, and let's just move that up the page here. Version 3.2 includes several improvements to enhance usability and flexibility. You can now fetch additional attributes for display in the Device Overview tab, easily find remediation actions with the new search functionality. Remediation run progress is now logged as a new activity type, enabling users to filter these entries separately and choose whether the remediation list is collapsed by a category or expanded by default. And that's what's new from the team at Eternity LLC. And that, everybody, is our entire episode. Don't go anywhere. I have an announcement about what's to come. What you just saw or heard is 80 new releases, 3 highlights, 2 compatibility updates, 12 minor updates, 11 ghost applications, 11 fixes, and 7 release notes fails. Now, that announcement is that the May store release, or store release 2 for Yokohama, is impending. I don't know if it's happening this week or next week, or the final week of May, but I know it's coming. In fact, I had a session at Knowledge just for the MVPs talking about what's coming in the May 2025 store drop from ServiceNow. So stay tuned to the channel and look for that episode. It's usually in the realm of 400 to 800 application updates, so it might take me a little bit to work through them. But in the meantime, I hope you found this video or podcast helpful. If you did, please like, please subscribe, or share it with somebody who you think might be interested in what's new, what was updated, or what was removed from the ServiceNow store. And until next time, don't forget to always be learning.